right, hey everybody. Thanks for tuning into Comic Sand. I've got my buddy Tony here, and as you know, I'm Dylan Jumps. Today we're going to check out the Deadpool and Wolverine official trailer. I have seen it. Tony has not.
I have not seen it.
So you're going to get authentic reactions from this guy, and then after we've checked out the trailer, we'll go ahead and get into some theories and hopes for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie set to release on July 26th. So let's go ahead and get into this.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun.
I told you, you're not welcome here.
I'm excited because everybody
Okay.
everybody was like, they want these two to like
Yes,
play it in a movie.
they're
but
really good in the comics. Whenever it's a Deadpool Wolverine team up, it's a
Yeah.
good team up.
It's just what's the other thing too? I remember, like didn't Wolverine wanted to? He would only play in a Deadpool movie if they switched over, or was it
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
if he wanted to switch over to another.
I think it was Hugh Jackman was done after Logan.
Yeah.
And then they must have had a very good pitch to get him into this movie.
Okay.
Because I think maybe he said he was down to come back for an MCU movie, so like the Disney Marvel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally don't think he's gonna do any more movies after this one. I think he's gonna pass the torch. Okay. But we'll get into that.
Okay.
You ready now?
I'm ready now.
Okay,
Ready. I
ready
just had to
now.
throw it out. I was like,
all right.
I remember this.
You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider.
Bro, it's gonna be epic with the yellow suit.
You saw the little glimpse of the 20th century.
Oh, the old.
Yeah.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Let's go.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
You almost sounded a little Australian.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Oh, that yellow suit is so badass.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
Yep.
I am soaking wet right now.
There it is. There it is.
I'll tell you.
Why is it so silly?
This is what I'm talking about.
Is that Ant-Man?
That was, yep.
Big slow motion action sequence.
Giant corpse. So damn, man.
Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Like another universe type movie.
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching powder?
They know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even Forrest Bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Forrest Bump.
I can't.
So Disney kept the R rating.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's crazy for Disney to keep that. I mean, Deadpool is automatic a rated R for sure.
Yes,
whatever he does.
I'm glad that they kept it rated R because I don't know if do you remember Once Upon a Deadpool where they re-released Deadpool 2, but they changed it a little bit?
No.
And it was PG-13?
No.
I think that what they were trying to do was test to see if they could release future Deadpool movies as PG-13. I think they decided
No, because
ultimately not to do
I
it.
think they talked about it, and everybody like, nah, keep it how it is,
Exactly.
keep it
Yeah.
how he runs it.
So the villain of the movie, at least who looks like the villain of the movie, that bald chick, that, based on everything about her aesthetic, is Cassandra Nova, which is actually, unless I have a very limited understanding of who Cassandra Nova is, but my understanding is that that is Professor X's sister. Who's also like a telekinetic telepath, and she wears like her getup even looked like Cassandra Nova, and Cassandra Nova is also bald.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I'm excited.
Yes,
I'm excited for this.
Yep.
I can see them just clashing like heads in the beginning the whole time, but then like they'll come to understand and work together,
and they can just mess each other up as much as they want because both of them heal.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
The fight scenes we're gonna get between them are gonna
be Deadpool's
amazing.
like, it'll take time to regenerate, but I just love how Ryan Reynolds just like he takes off with this character.
Yeah. So theories about this movie. First of all, just it looks great. I have high hopes for this one versus a lot of the Disney stuff that we've been seeing coming out. I still never even saw the Marvels. You didn't, right?
The Marvels?
The Marvels with
Angelina
Captain Marvel.
Jolie,
no, Angelina Jolie.
Oh, my bad. That's Eternals.
Yes, Eternals, my bad. And yes, Angelina Jolie was in that. That's right. The Marvels was the one with like the Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel. Yeah, so you didn't see it.
I steered clear from some Disney movies for sure.
The best part about the Marvels actually ties into X-Men stuff is that they introduced Beast in the after credit scene.
Oh.
And he's going to be voiced by the guy who plays Frasier, Kelsey Grammer, again, like he was in the old 2000s X-Men movies. You saw the old 2000s movies, right? Like X-Men, X2, X-Men Last Stand. And all. Just like the original trilogy that had like Halle Berry and Hugh Jackman. You've seen all of those. Okay, so some of my theories about this movie play into the old X-Men trilogy. Because you noticed they said that that this Wolverine let down his entire world.
Mm-hmm.
So in the comics, man, okay, so I gotta get my thought process. So the world that we saw him in, I'm pretty sure is the Wasteland, which is the world that Old Man Logan lived in his comic series, but Logan, the movie, was supposed to be based on Old Man Logan, loosely based.
Okay.
However, it looks like they're actually using the Wasteland from Old Man Logan in this movie, but Hugh Jackman isn't playing Old Man Logan. He just looks like he's a little bit older than the old X-Men movies in this. So in the Wasteland, originally the Wasteland became a thing because all of the villains attacked the U.S. and then one villain, I can't remember what villain it was, they made Wolverine think that all of the X-Men and I think all of the heroes, at least all of the X-Men, they made Wolverine think that they were enemies attacking him. So he killed his whole team. So that happened in Old Man Logan.
Okay.
But I think for the movie, because they are making references back to 20th Century Fox, which is who made the original X-Men trilogy, I think it'd be a really cool take, and I hope they do this, if the way that he let down the world, you remember in X-Men Last Stand, how he's the one who killed Jean Grey? Because he was the only one who could get close to her?
Yeah.
What if the Wolverine in this movie is a Wolverine from a different reality where the same stuff happened, except he couldn't bring himself to kill Jean Grey because he loved her.
Oh yeah, he did.
And so that in this world, that's what leads to the Wasteland. Not the comic book origin, but maybe he failed to kill Jean Grey, and then this is what becomes of the world after that. And the way I know it's the Wasteland is because, like you said, is that Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
That was the corpse of Hank Pym in his giant form.
Yeah.
And in the Wasteland, they had a place called Pym Falls. And it was the corpse of Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that they're at least using the Wasteland for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And even there was like a Mad Max looking moment where someone's like riding on something in the desert, like holding on to reins or whatnot, and they're in a black cloak. That almost looked like someone who could be dressed up like Doctor Doom. I don't think it was Doctor Doom, but they kind of looked like they had, because in the previous teaser trailer that dropped during the Super Bowl, you also got a glimpse of that person, and they were wearing like kind of metal and a black cloak. And Doctor Doom was also one of the leaders of the country in Old Man Logan, along with like Red Skull.
Okay.
And the Hulk was insane in Old Man Logan. But that's my theory.
No, yeah, I can see that happening. I just want to see. Can we play back?
Yeah, let's play
to
back.
the Ant-Man with. There was a bunch of people
walking up to the Ant-Man.
Yeah,
corpse?
or they were just standing on the outside. And I don't know if.
Yeah, there's that.
Looked like
here's
villains.
that 20th Century Fox as well for anyone who missed it. There's the. Yeah, when they.
Mm-hmm.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
I think it's a little bit before that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the sign.
There's the 20th Century
yeah,
Fox.
That's the sign, yeah.
Because for those of you who don't know or who haven't seen my way earlier video of the history of Marvel movies, Disney now owns the rights to X-Men and Fantastic Four, Deadpool, because they bought 20th Century Fox. And so now going forward to Pym Falls. It was after this, right?
I think you're coming up on that.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero. You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
I wonder if. What's her name again? Xavier's sister, the villain?
Cassandra Nova.
What if she got a hold of a TVA device and then she started recruiting?
Maybe.
And that's why they're all there. I think we're about to see it.
And let's take a moment to also talk about how cool it is that he's wearing that suit. Mm-hmm. We didn't even mention that Wolverine's finally in the iconic.
Yeah, that's what everybody
yellow
wanted.
and blue.
Stop.
Right here.
Yeah.
So this is Pym Falls. I don't know who this is. I think that they're just Wastelanders.
That's the one with the claws. That one against
Wolverine.
Oh,
that does look like Lady Deathstrike.
The Red Devil did that.
Nightcrawler's dad.
Yeah.
What was his name? I can't remember what Nightcrawler's dad's name is.
She looks like the Quicksilver chick.
Quicksilver.
No, like she was the one that went in. She found Magneto when Magneto started recruiting in the beginning, and she was the fast one.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was. She was. Oh my gosh, I can't remember her name.
Now, one thing. Now that we're here, I just remembered in the clip right before this right here. If you look, looks like the face of Alioth or whatever. Did you watch Loki?
Yeah, when he went into and
the void.
Yeah,
at the end of
that looks like right there.
That looks
yeah.
like it right there.
Yeah.
So I think that there's going to be some of that tied into here. Now, some people think that the Wasteland is the void. I've seen theories that the Wasteland is actually the void from Loki. Mm-hmm. Maybe the Wasteland is somewhere in the void, and I guess that would make sense for why we saw the 20th Century Fox kind of like ruins right there and whatnot. So it is rumored that we're supposed to be seeing a lot of Wolverine variants in this movie. So it would make sense that maybe they do find themselves in the same place that Loki found himself in at the end of season 1 of Loki. And that I didn't want to believe that theory, but now I am kind of believing that theory. So who knows? I just know I'm excited.
No, yeah.
I haven't been this excited for a Marvel movie since Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh, Volume 3.
Yeah, because they've been dropping the ball on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
TV shows. On the topic of X-Men, and you're gonna have to give this a watch. The X-Men '97.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, the new sequel series to the old X-Men, the '90s X-Men cartoon. They're doing a great job with that too. So we'll have to.
This is a continuation off of
the '90s X-Men. Yep, it picked up right where it left off, and so it seems like they're putting a lot of work into the X-Men stuff right now. And I really hope that that's kind of their focus right now. That they just kind of like forget about a bunch of the other stuff. And I'm sure that they are building towards a big Infinity War level movie again. But I want them to just like slow down and focus on the X-Men for a little bit. The cartoon is definitely a good indicator of what they plan on doing with X-Men moving forward. And it seems like they're staying pretty true to the characters and the creators kind of dream for that team and whatnot. So that's what I'm excited about. Anything else from the trailer that you wanted to skip
No, that
to?
was the biggest thing I wanted to see.
Yeah, I think the fact that you noticed those, I didn't notice those the first time I watched it, and so I think you're right. I think that was Lady Deathstrike, the one with the
claws, the
adamantium fingernails and whatnot.
Is it from Origins? No.
She was from X2.
X2. Okay.
Yeah, from X2.
That quick lady, she's fast.
I don't remember because I know Quicksilver.
They were recruiting people. Remember, Magneto was recruiting people, and
could she like sense where? No, the person who could sense where mutants were was a guy with like tattoos on his face, I think. But I think I know what you're talking about. It's just been so long since I've watched that. Before this comes out, I'm probably going to want to rewatch all. And I
all
have
the X-Men.
Yeah, I have the original 3 movies, at least the original 3 movies. I definitely want to give those another watch because I definitely think that they're going to tie those movies into this in some way, shape, or form.
Okay. Yeah, because she has like a tat coming down her side like this. It was like kind of like a black chick, and she had
because that's when they also introduced like that Pyro was on the bad guy's side now. The guy who could manipulate fire.
Yeah.
That he also,
I think they were all recruited right there.
in that scene. It's been so long.
That's when they stormed because they were starting to use the plastic guns against them that had them turn back to humans.
Yes.
That was
Last Stand for sure.
Yeah. That's when they started recruiting in the beginning, and she vanished and came back and like, oh, I see what you can do. You're very fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had super speed for sure.
Mm-hmm. I don't recognize the other ones. Maybe try to go back to that scene one time.
Yeah, it should be right after this.
Yeah, right there.
It almost I can't tell if that's a male or a female though.
No, I think that's a male.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
And then his name, I can't remember what his name was. It's like Azareth or something like that.
Oh. That guy right there, left the ball guy. That looks like the Toad guy.
Oh, that could be Toad. He's standing like Toad. I wonder how. And I bet you that these are all variants of people we've seen. At the very least, I'm starting to believe that the Wasteland is inside of the Void at the end of time. Probably. Now that we're seeing all of this, because in Loki, the Void at the end of time had a bunch of just like random things, like ruins that were just, so the 20th Century Fox thing totally makes sense.
And they just like pronged him.
Yeah, the prune. Yeah, when they prune them.
Them.
So I think that this is that, and so this is going to be a follow up to Loki season 2 then. In a way, huh? July 26th.
Surprised I can see it.
Not
These people
soon
from
enough.
this freaking angle with blurred and
Oh yeah, and then it was like for a split second
yeah.
too. I wasn't even thinking about these people. I just thought that they were just wastelanders. Like who cares about these people?
Yeah, we're looking at it now.
Now we're looking at them, and you can definitely see she's got nails.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the big adamantium nails. So I think that's definitely Lady Deathstrike, and then the little girl who played X-23 in Logan is supposed to be in this.
Oh,
but she's like obviously she's grown now.
like
yeah.
teenager status.
But it's supposed to be the same actress.
Oh,
Laura Kinney.
Imagine if she met that Wolverine, and then just like
we'll see what happens, man.
There's a lot of factors that goes into this.
I'm just so glad we don't have to wait that much longer for this.
No,
movie.
yeah,
it's like what 2 months away. Just
26.
about 2 months away, 2.5 ish.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Me too.
Imagine, I mean, it can go endless. You can meet who randomly shows up because they look like they jump timelines.
Yeah, because they went through those portals and stuff. So
they jump timelines.
That's like multiversal stuff. Like maybe we'll even see Doctor Strange in this movie because that looked like a Doctor Strange portal that they were jumping into.
Yeah.
So.
It's just...
I bet you there will be a good amount of cameos in this movie for sure, and yeah, let's hope that this is the revamping of the Marvel Cinematic Universe because it sounds like a lot of things are being canceled. Like we're not going to get another season of She-Hulk. There was something. I don't think that we're getting another Captain Marvel movie. I think that they're kind of trying to focus on the stuff that people really enjoy.
Yeah.
So, any last thoughts?
No, I mean that's the only thing that really caught my eye was this.
Yep.
Just seeing many characters in this picture.
The fighting is going to be phenomenal, but especially between Deadpool and Wolverine because they can go all out without worrying about either of them dying. So
yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
They have to do something to. I don't know if they're gonna nerf them or anything. Like
against each other?
No, not against each other, but like they'll find a way to where like they were just how do you say that? To hold like someone dear. I guarantee they'll bring some dear, like especially if Wolverine, they'll have something that was so close to him, and they'll bring it up against him or something like that.
That's why I'm thinking that there's gonna be an aspect of him failing from not killing Jean Grey, because I think that would be one of the most like compelling backstories for that character, especially with so many of us knowing the old X-Men movies. Like I think they can do it in a way to where the people who were too young to really watch those movies will get it. And then the people who grew up watching those movies will love it. Like I think that they'll find a good balance for it. Who knows? Maybe I'm putting too much faith in Marvel, but I know Ryan Reynolds plays a big part in the Deadpool movies. And so I don't think that he would have gone forward with this if it was crap. I don't think that Hugh Jackman would have come back after definitively closing the Wolverine book with Logan and everyone loving that movie. I don't think he would come back for a movie that he thought would be a subpar storyline.
No.
So I think that we're in for a treat with Deadpool and Wolverine, obviously. And yeah, we'll just have to check it out July 26th. And that's all I've got on it.
Yeah, as soon as tickets come out, you gotta like.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoop them up. Them up.
It's gonna be sold out. I guarantee it everywhere.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and keep on keeping on.
Sir, everyone be safe.